the MLB ballpark app will
top of the sixth inning. Luis
Hill is still over the Yankees. Ryan Rucco, John Flaherty.
Luis Hill into the game.
Cadillac scoreboard.
His two stars
out of Yandy Diaz.
settled down.
Undergoing Tommy John.
The rest of the first,
second,
there was
and third.
Rosario scored
2020
on
Rocket. Yandy Diaz with
Palacios home run.
his second hit of the field. So
3.78 ERA and 33 innings
inflated by one home run. That makes it 4-1. Tommy John.
Well, you get the feeling that player playing right field
there was
today.
a lot that
primarily a shortstop slider, occasional
Palacios.
changeup, and you know, one especially with rotation pieces, because you know it's going to take.
Left side, LeMahieu, one down. As we talked about it with Aaron Boone. 98 on. But how do you think?
That is so true, John.
For a while, but then ends on that sour note with the double and the two going 7-8.
Yeah, run in the fourth inning. Because as we talked to Aaron Boone, we talked about the process. So yeah, team that is leading home runs not the way you want to end it, but I think in AAA and getting those legs in shape in the big leagues. And you would have to expect a little bit of fatigue time of spring training.
First, nobody out. Peraza there.
Getting down the line, hustling in spring training,
I think is going to be hovering over the team all year.
With his throw
when your last graphic that you showed, let's put Luke Weaver off to the side a little bit, because he's probably your number 2. Hampton, Warren, and Jeter. I spoke to Kevin Reese, the Yankees senior director. The guys who maybe aren't totally sure of themselves,
comes right back with
and the guys who
like
major leaguers, and he's very high on their ability to contribute.
Here, Jack. And that ball is Pudge makes the catch for the second out. How about for you to good feeling? Yeah, this person just by the
you can get a good feel
misses there with 97
figured out, but when you talk to them, you can tell there's a little bit of doubt in maybe a tick above. The first time
there you go.
He came into camp with the Yankees away from this team. You know, it's the New York Yankees. And I said, well, that mindset.
Yeah.
And he got called up, and you know, all of a sudden got off to a good start. And in spring training, when you get that call to the big, anything different, my stuff is good enough. Body language very important, but also it's always a treat to get in the mind of a young pitcher. When I get some big league experience, I get big league meal money. That's a big deal. Even when the opportunities aren't right in front of you, every time you make them out, take them, and I'm ready if they need me.
On Paredes. Strike 3 got him looking. In Tampa, Rays lead at 3-0 over the Yanks.
Player, as a coach, as a manager, this Yankee camp so far, how would you describe?
From other coaches who were here last year, the guys that needed to come in ready to go, came in ready.
Next to Aaron Boone during spring training games, that will be your location during the regular season.
Making that forthcoming, you know, something that might near the next couple hitters, etc. And the second thing is just be honest with it. But I need to give him that differing view if I believe in it.
You believe in analytics about 85% of the time, but you also talked about the importance of what the numbers tell you and what your eyes tell you.
Yeah, the numbers generally, they're not going to lie to you. They're going to point you in the. What does it feel like for the pitcher when he's standing on the mound and there's 45,000 people screaming? It plays a role.
So hypothetical in the what does it feel like world.
For a decade against Albert Pujols in St. Louis when I was in Houston, and the gold ring category.
Good stuff from Jack with Brett Ausmus, as that one is grounded right off the. That is going to allow Torrens to score.
Things getting a little sloppy for the Rays defensively here in the. I'm going back to Brad Ausmus. Yeah. What a valuable asset. Full circle and put the pinstripes back on again. You see the resume.
Carved out quite a baseball life after that, and I love and experience and understanding. Yeah, the numbers provide incredible stances when they can't guide you all the way, and you have to lean on the experience.
And the other 15% feel.
No, I actually that you're observing, right? And it's those times when there's a huge crowd in a certain moment, or maybe somebody's going through something personally. Back in there because I know he's in a good place. Those things. Maybe that accounts for like downs during a championship season. A guy who graduated from play during the summers is an amazing career, and I got traded to him as a receiver. Field. Rosarena makes the catch for the second
expansion draft, and I'm like so envious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal. Players that you get traded for, and I was like, no way. Like, Detroit got Brad Osman to Houston, and just an amazing career, and just a great baseball man.
Being traded for each other with Brad?
We talked about it. We was lucky enough to go on an extended hitting streak, you know, with the Padres.
Yeah.
Riker's got a pretty good player, too, in myself, and he's 100% right. And I also liked one more thing. I might have to disagree with the manager. Always give him some different thoughts on some things that maybe Aaron Boone some different thoughts on some different situations. So good for him.
About it, it's my job to express that and express why.
I think part of that too, realizing that Brad Osmus's job he can do as a bench coach.
Basabe will defense. We go to the 6th with Carlos Rodon.
Carlos, you got your pitch count,
but mixed in a good amount of pitches. You know, it was good to see some balls in the cutter. Fastball.
But he appreciated that you pitched, and you just detailed that. So of those other
working on that cutter, so it was nice. Those sprinkled in some change-ups that, you know, had some. So that kind of helped me. They got him off the fastball a little bit, and yeah, the fastball wasn't quite where.
Between now and then,
we got about 40 more pitches to throw. It's just about 6 up, and eventually just go out there and compete and pitch, not think about, you know, what are we going to work on today. I said I was pretty good at this game. I should be good to go. I just got to stay on the mound.
That's a great answer. You said I'm pretty good at this game.
Yeah, when I'm healthy on the mound. I don't know. Take it at that if you want.
Thanks, Carlos. Back to you guys.
Carlos Rodon's interviews, they're interesting. And I think whole season, obviously, but he should be feeling, you see the numbers for Colby White, that, hey, if I'm healthy.
I wasn't there. I mixed in cutters and changeups. And Jack asked, what do you have to do? Get to the point where you're not thinking about what you. A lot of progress. Now you look forward to that next outing. And the biggest thing, Ryan, tomorrow morning.
Give him to you eventually. As Torres, deep left field and gone. Gleyber.
Well, we talked earlier. Also had plenty of power. And if you think about his afternoon today, is back in the 6th and reacts with a home run that he's able to
add in the earlier bats and 2 strike counts, and then the ability to still turn.
Where you're taking care of velocity. As that's what it looked like for Gleyber to me. Don't know if it was a foul, but the ability to stay back and keep this fair.
Gleyber coming off a season that a typical Yankees winning effort, but offensive contributor.
You know, Ryan, when there are a lot of hitters in that line, being force all the way through the year, and the numbers.
Verdugo goes down on strikes for a third. A solo shot to left. High fives in the dugout after it. Stab for free. Territorial restrictions apply. Oh, just giving it up. Well, as heel again, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber, when you look at your plate,
just get a really good plan before that bat. He can strike out the boys, and just be patient. I think I think was great for me last year.
You didn't chase as much. Gleyber needs to be. How do you feel about that approach?
Feels good. Before the game, I prepared really well myself on the case, so. You know, short pour is the huge advantage for me, and I was like, don't try to do too much. Just put the ball in play and to get more runs, get RBIs, and he's just teach you what you have to do.
The New York Yankees, but you're also the host of your own show.
I do outside the field because they always see the same thing, to do really good content with the fans. And yeah, so far I don't like get a camera behind me every day, but it's just like.
Talk to him about whether you should try and hit the ball. 2 years old. Obviously, he may not ever hit 38 again, but
here on Jones, Nick Ramirez, the new pitcher. Also, Jack, you know,
I love where he said he doesn't always think that the pregame and the postgame, you see him mix it up a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Well, Jack, God bless America.